Thank you. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. So I really came here today just to ask you all a quick question. And that question is simply, have you ever looked at yourself in a mirror and not really recognized the person that was looking back at you? Have you ever looked at yourself in the mirror and not really recognized the person that's looking back at you? This is something that I dealt with when I was in the 9th grade, when I was 13, 14 years old. I was trying to figure out who I was. And the reason that I was trying to figure out who I was because I learned something as I got older, that if you don't define who you are, life will ultimately define you. I mean, you start changing. I started to change who I was based off of the people that I was around. When I was around some friends, I was chill. When I was around other friends, I was bombastic, I was arrogant, I was cocky, I was feeling myself, I felt really good. Sometimes I'm focused, sometimes I lose focus. I really had an identity crisis of who I was in the 9th grade. I was trying to figure out who I was. All of the different voices of the people in my school making fun of me, talking about me. They're like, oh man, look at this dude. Before I went and got braces and fixed my teeth, they'd be like, look at the dude with the messed up teeth. It was bad. Yeah, you can laugh. It's okay. We're going to laugh today. It's okay. It's okay. I'm going to do something in about 10 minutes that's really going to make you laugh. I promise you. They'd be like, man, look at the dude with the messed up teeth, yo. Even, look, at 28 years old, I got braces because I could finally afford them. And somebody on my TikTok page was like, look at this grown man with braces. I was like, people making fun of people for trying to get better? God dang, y'all really make fun of people for trying to get better. That's crazy work. I don't understand it, right? I'm like, unfortunately, when I was growing up, I grew up with a house single mom of 4, and we didn't have money to be able to afford braces. And now that I'm doing better in my life, I can afford to get braces and get my teeth fixed, and people still made fun of me for it. Y'all, this all became a part of my identity. So in this identity crisis, I was really trying to figure out, like, who am I and how can I be defined? How can I not allow other people to define who I am? This is why identity is so important, because what happens is you start defining yourself by singular moments instead of seeing the whole picture. All I'm going to do today is I'm going to tell y'all 3 stories. That's it. And we're going to be out of here. I'm going to tell you 3 stories. We're going to take some pictures, hopefully, at the end. And then we're going to be out of here. If that's cool, let me hear you say cool. Cool. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right. So look, the first story is one day these 6 blind men, these 6 blind men, they wanted to know what an elephant was. These 6 blind men wanted to know what an elephant was. And in order for them to know what an elephant was, obviously blind people, they can't see. They got to feel what the elephant feels like so that they can get the whole entire picture of what the elephant is. One of the blind men, he touched the elephant's tail. He said, man, this feels like a rope. It's like an elephant is like a rope, so like something you can tie up. And he's convinced that he's right because he never touches any other part of the elephant. The other blind man, he touches the elephant's body and he goes, nah, man, this is a wall. What are you talking about? Look at this thing is huge. This feels like a wall. He's convinced that he's right, but he only touches one part of the elephant. Another man, he touches the elephant's leg. He touches the elephant's leg. He's like, man, what are y'all talking about? This feels like a tree trunk. Y'all can't feel this? This is like a tree trunk. I don't understand what you're talking. He's convinced that he's right because he never touches another part of the elephant. Another man, he goes and he touches the elephant's tusk and he says, y'all are crazy. This feels like a spear, like one of them things they be throwing in the movies. That's what this feels like. This feels like a spear. The other guy, he touches the elephant's trunk and he says, no, man, this is like a snake. It's like, ugh, like look at this thing. It feels like a snake. The other guy, he touches the elephant's ear. He says, no, this is like a fan. This feels like a rug or something like that. I don't know. And so they all get into this big giant argument. Why they get into this argument? Say it again. Yeah. They didn't see the big picture. 100%. Yes, absolutely. Right. And how many of y'all have argued your perspective before? Yeah. And you feel like you're right, don't you? And you asking like, why can't you just see it from my point of view? Why can't you just see it from my perspective? The reason why they can't just see it from your perspective is because they weren't offered your perspective. Y'all, in life, what we do is we judge ourselves by a singular moment that happens. And when I was in the 9th grade, I judged myself, y'all. My first year going into high school, I wanted to play football and I wanted to play basketball. I made the football team because you didn't have to have the grades to make the football team because it was the first quarter of the year. But going into making the basketball team, I had 2 E's on my report report card. Even though I had a 2.0, I wasn't allowed to play on a team because you can't play on a team with 2 E's. I defined myself by that singular moment. Y'all, just because you fail, it does not make you a failure. Because here's the thing. One of the biggest mistakes that I learned people make in life is they think that they shouldn't have problems. Like a lot of people really think that they shouldn't have problems. And a lot of people underestimate the amount of problems that they're going to go through. Like when you go through something, you go, man, oh, this is about to be a breeze right here. I ain't about to have no struggle. I really adopted my life in that philosophy. You think that you're not supposed to have struggles. Guess what? My wife is a screenwriter. She writes movies. And in every movie that she writes, there has to be some sort of conflict. You know why? Because it's the thing that keeps the movie going. It's the thing that's supposed to keep your life going is the conflict. Y'all, just because I lost a football or basketball game did not mean that I was a loser in my life. Just because I was rejected a couple times didn't mean that I didn't deserve to have love in my life. I found my wife. And my wife is beautiful. She is. She's not 6'7". She's not. No. She's definitely a 10. Like she's like for real. Like she's definitely not 6'7", right? Y'all, I deserved the love that I could come back to every single day, and I could be proud of the love that I have, yo. I could be proud of the love that I have, right? But my identity, right? When I got married, my identity had to shift into that of a married man. Let me ask you, how has your identity shifted since you came to high school? You know how your identity needs to shift? Before this, everything counted. Everything counted before this. When you're in high school now, everything is documented. Let me tell you what I mean. When you was in middle school, they counted your report cards, right? You got grades, you got honor roll, you got those different things. But now that you're in high school, everything is documented. So everything that you do today is going to count for everything that happens in your life tomorrow. Here's what that means even further. Let me go in my bag even more. Your middle school and elementary school grades are not going to have any weight on what college you get into. They're not. Your high school grades, they're going to have weight on what college you decide to go into, or what type of field you decide to go into, or what further education or information you need going into a trade or going into whatever it is you need to do after this, y'all. Before this, everything counted. Right now, everything is reported and everything is documented, y'all. I need you to figure out what your identity is and what your identity says. Don't let anybody define your life. You got to write your own history, because if you don't, somebody will write your story for you, and I guarantee they're not going to write the ending to your life the way that you want it to be written. And y'all, me, I don't know about y'all, I got to be successful. You know why? Because I like fancy stuff. I do. I love it. My cousin, on my way up here, I was FaceTiming my cousin after I parked. I was FaceTiming my cousin. He's in Dubai right now. He's on a yacht party. I was like, dang, cuz. I was like, ooh, let me see. I was like, yeah, let me see what it looks like. Let me see. Look at that water right there, man. It was beautiful. And that's the kind of stuff that inspires me, y'all. People used to talk about me. They used to say his teeth was crooked. They used to say, oh my God, look at his ears. His ears look funny and stuff like that, right? They used to say, oh my God, look at his hairline. Who's laughing? Why y'all laughing, bro? See, I'm traumatized now. I just told y'all how bad that hurt, and y'all gonna laugh at me? You gonna laugh at this? Here's the thing. I didn't choose this. This chose me. I did. If I would have had it my way, I'd have been like, Mom, don't pick that one. I'm going to have a bad high school career. Don't pick that one, sweetie. Let's move on to the next one. My dad and my granddad, they both look just like this. It was weird, but I had to embrace it. I had to love my flaws. I need you to love your flaws, right? So people should, listen, here's what I learned. That if somebody got to make fun of you to make themselves feel better, that just means they don't really feel good about themselves. You know why? Because people at the top don't make fun of people at the bottom if they're confident about themselves. The only people that make fun of people is the people that's at the bottom and they don't really like themselves. And the moment you start to elevate yourself, what happens? They go, nah, you can't come on, come back here with me and don't do nothing. We just going to chill. We just going to chill, right? I need you to come back down with me. You know why? There's an old aphorism that says misery loves company. And because they miserable, they want you to be miserable too. Yup. Yep, they want you to hate your life as much as they hate their lives. And even on the outside, they can wear all of the clothes and stuff they want. It don't matter if you got the newest J's on, you got the best, you got the flyest gear. All of that stuff don't matter if the inside's not working. You know why? Because life's gonna test you. Life's gonna throw a little bit of dirt on you. Every time you try to elevate, life's gonna throw a little bit of dirt on you. Life's gonna say, he or she, they think they got it. They think they cool. Now let me throw this little dirt on you. Y'all ever had one of those weeks where you was like, yo, this gonna be a good week, and then all of a sudden something happened, and then it just mess it up, and then you just like, nah, I'm good. I'm gonna just try this another time. Y'all, I had those moments in my life where I was feeling good. I studied for that test, but I still failed. Yep, I practiced. We still lost. No matter what I did, no matter what I did, it didn't matter. The outcome never went in my favor. Reminded me of this story about this donkey and this whale, right? This donkey got trapped in this whale. And this farmer came over to the whale. He heard the donkey crying, screaming out, and he went and he looked in the whale and he was like, dang, that donkey's down there, man. He said, I can't save the donkey, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the humane thing. I don't want that donkey to suffer. We're just gonna take him out. But what I'm gonna do is, in order to take him out, I got a little shovel. I'm gonna just take some dirt and I'm gonna just throw it on the donkey so we just bury him. That's it. He needs a proper burial. Let me just take some dirt and just dump it on the donkey real quick. What happened next was amazing. Every time the farmer threw dirt on the donkey, all he did was shake it off, and he just stepped up a little bit more. Every time the farmer threw dirt on the donkey, he just shook it off, and he stepped up a little bit more. What you saying, Backpack? What I'm saying to you is that people gonna throw dirt on you. They gonna throw dirt on your name. They gonna talk about you. All I need you to do is just shake it off and just step up just a little bit more. All I need you to do, listen. In 2017, I wanted to be a part of the National Poetry Slam team. I wanted to be a part of the National Poetry Slam team. I won the right to be on a National Poetry Slam team, to go and compete for nationals. My coach said, Jeff, your poetry is not good enough, and we don't think that you should be on the team. I think you should just take some time off. I said, all right, cool, this is your team. He went back to the team, and he told the team, Jeff said he don't want to participate no more. I never said that. No, I never said that. Y'all, they proceeded to lose bad. But 3 weeks later, those same poems that he said wasn't good enough, I went into individual competition and I beat everybody. He threw a little bit of dirt on my name. All I had to do was shake that joint off like this, and all I had to do was just push it down. Y'all, I went to my coach, my high school coach, my college coach. He saw me work 4 jobs, 2-sport athlete, and a father, all in the same year. He saw me do this, and I told him, I said, I wanted to be a speaker, and I think this can really change my life, and I really think I can change the lives of some other people as well. He said, don't think that that's gonna pay your bills. Y'all, 3 years ago, me and my wife, we bought our dream house, y'all. He threw a little bit of dirt on me. All I had to do was just shake it off and just keep walking that thing. Listen, y'all, at some point in your life, they're gonna throw dirt on you. They're gonna throw dirt on you. Remember, don't underestimate the amount of trials and tribulations that you're gonna go through. Don't underestimate the things that people are gonna test you with, because they're gonna test you. Don't people be testing y'all, don't they? Man, don't they be testing you? Oh my goodness, they be testing you, right? But here's the thing. In life, you gotta keep, once you get that momentum, you gotta keep that momentum, yo. You gotta keep that momentum. In 9th grade, here's another way that everything changes. I need a volunteer. Where's a volunteer? Yeah, come on. I like it. Oh man, what's your name?
Sean.
Sean? Make some noise for Sean, y'all. Yeah. All right, come here, Sean. Right here, me and you, we right here, all right?
Yep.
Sean is gonna represent every single one of y'all, okay? Relax. This is an easy demonstration. It's an easy demonstration. Stay right here. Sean is gonna represent every single last one of y'all. I myself am gonna represent life, okay? I'm gonna represent life. Come here. When you're in elementary school, what happens is you grow with life. Take one step with me. You grow with life, right? You're at the same pace of life as you're going through elementary school, because all of y'all completed elementary school, right? You learned everything that you needed to learn so that you can get to this point. Even when you was in middle school, so much so that you, take one more step with me, right? You learned everything that you needed to learn in middle school, didn't you? You learned everything you needed to learn in middle school. You got here, you made it to high school, congratulations, right? You went to a prom, you got your grades and stuff like that. All right, cool. What happens, what most people know, is the moment they get to high school, they say, I don't gotta listen to my parents no more, I got it from here. I don't gotta listen to my teachers no more because I got it from here. I don't need a mentor no more, I got it from here. But just because you stopped, does life stop?
No.
Nah. On June 4th, 2014, I lost my house and my job the same exact day. I stopped. Did life stop? No, life kept going. Life definitely kept going. That car payment was definitely due. Y'all, I had to sleep outside of hotels in the wintertime and turn the heat in the car on every hour, wake up every hour, blast the heat for 10 minutes so I can get some heat in the car. I stopped, but did life stop? No, not at all. Not at all. Y'all, I lost my job. I was fired from my job in 2018. I stopped. Did life stop at all? No, life will never ever stop, y'all. Listen, it don't matter. Somebody passes away in your family, your loved one passes away, and it's a tragic situation. I know it's a tragic situation. Does life stop? No, life keeps going. Here's the question that I need you all to answer, right? Where you are right now and where you should be, are they parallel? Are you where you're supposed to be in your life? Because now, if we played a game of tag, Sean would not catch me. You know why? Because I got such a head start. And there's so many people that are in this situation in life where they allow life to outgrow them, so much so to the point where they say, man, there's not even any point in even trying to catch up to where life is right now. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to chill. And you know how I know this happens? Because when I call my boy on the phone, I go, yo, what you doing, bro? He go, nothing. Nothing what? What's the next word? When you call your boy on the phone, you go, hey, what's going on, man? What you doing? Nothing. Chilling. That's what they say. They say nothing, chilling. And me, I say I'm doing all of these things. And listen, in order for you to close the gap in life, Sean, you're going to have to work real hard, ain't you?
Yeah.
You're going to have to work real hard. Stay right there, Sean. You're going to have to work real hard, ain't you? In order for you to close the gap in life, Sean, you're going to have to work real hard. If you allow life to outgrow you, Sean, you're going to have to catch up. Ready? I need you to catch life. I need you to catch life. On the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, come on. Catch life, Sean. Come on, Sean. Catch life, Sean. Sean, life going to outrun you if you don't work hard, Sean. Come on, man. You got to work hard if you're going to catch life, Sean. Sean, what you doing, bro? You got to catch life, man. You got to catch life, Sean. Come on, Sean. What you doing? You got to catch life. Sean, life is not going to slow down just because it hurts, Sean. Come on, Sean. Let's go. Life is not going to slow down for you, right? I need you to catch life, Sean. Sean, you got a choice that you got to make. Yeah. You got a choice that you got to make, all right? It's tired, ain't it? Yeah. It hurt, don't it? Got your energy up a little bit. Make you regret coming up here, don't it?
No,
it don't make you regret it. I like it, Sean. Here. Hey, look, life is going to always reward you. Life is going to always reward you every single time you volunteer, all right?
Yeah.
I appreciate you. Make some noise for Sean, y'all. Make some noise for Sean, yes. Listen.
I think you got 5.
Listen, it was 10. I got some more though. So here's what I want to say to y'all, right? Here's what I want to say to y'all. I want to tell you that life, right? You can't allow life to outgrow you. Can you? You can't allow life to outgrow you, man. You got to do what you're supposed to do because that's who you are. How do you show up every single day? Yesterday, my daughter plays softball now. My daughter's not used to losing. She's not used to it. This is her first time facing a loss. There's a girl that got up there, and when she threw that pitch so dang fast, I was like, whoo. But here's the thing. Before any of the girls ever went up to bat, they were already defeated. Like, oh my gosh, I've never seen this before, and I'll never be able to hit that pitch. And so guess what happened? When every single one of them went up to bat, none of them even swung at the pitch, because before they got up to the plate, they already said, I'm not going to be able to do this. Y'all, the moment you accept your limitations, you get to keep them. The moment you tell yourself, how many of y'all have ever said, I'm bad at taking tests? Yep, and guess what? You're going to fail every test. That's what's going, but not because of me, but because that's what you said. So you're going to produce a result that is equal to, I'm not good at taking tests. And then when you don't do well on the test, you're going to say, see, I knew I wasn't good at taking tests. And then the next test that you go into, you're going to do even worse. And then you're going to say, see, I knew I wasn't going to do well on this test either. And every single time you accept your limitations, you get to keep them. How many of y'all have ever said, this was me, how many of y'all ever said that I'm bad at remembering names? Yeah, I said that. And you know what happens? I never remember a name. I always forget everybody's name. You know why? Because when you fight for your limitations, you get to keep them. Y'all, don't keep those limitations that you place on yourself. Don't keep those limitations that you place on yourself, y'all. In life, failure doesn't happen all at once. Failure happens in gradual pieces. You know why? Because you skip one class and then you go, I'll skip another one. It's not that bad. You miss one assignment and then you go, I'll miss another assignment. It's cool. Then you miss one practice and then you go, it's okay. I'll miss another assignment. I'll miss another practice. It's cool. It's not going to hurt me that much. But what you don't realize, that what you're doing is that you're shaping your identity of who you are. Y'all, there's a scientist did an experiment with a frog. He did an experiment, bless you if that was a sneeze back there. He did an experiment with a frog. He took a frog and he heated up a boiling pot of water. He took the frog, he put it in a boiling pot of water, and immediately the frog jumped out. He was like, I don't know what that was. He was like, nah. He took that same frog and put him in some room temperature water. And then he turned the stove on and just let it heat up. What happened was, frogs, they can change their body temperature to match their environment. So the frog, every time it got a little hotter, the frog just changed his body temperature. And by the time the water got so hot that the frog could be killed, the frog used so much energy changing his body temperature that he wasn't able to jump out. What does that mean? That means that your environment will change you before you change it. Y'all, failures don't happen in one moment. They happen gradually. You know why you failed that test? Because you didn't study. You know why you didn't study? Because you didn't produce an environment that is conducive for your studying. How many of y'all know if you're a morning person or a night person? Right? Okay. Some of y'all. Okay. All right. So listen. This is a part of not knowing what to do, but also how to do it. I never knew that I can't study at night. If you ask me to study anything after like 7 p.m., it's not going to happen. Because I'm not a night person. I'm the person that I can go to sleep at 9 o'clock and wake up at 3 a.m. My most productive times are between 4 a.m. and 9 a.m. So I'll go to sleep early and wake up at 3 a.m. and study during that time, right? How many of y'all have to study with music on? I gotta have something listening. I gotta have something in my head, right? I gotta have something in my ear. But here's the thing: I can't listen to the music that I want to listen to. I gotta listen to jazz, or I gotta listen to lofi vibes. I gotta listen to something that's upbeat without any words. Because if I listen to something with words, I'm gonna be like, take me through there, take me through there, take me through there. Yeah, like I'm gonna be like, and I'm not gonna get no work done. I promise you, like for real. On them Saturdays when I be having to clean, man, I be so tired from dancing. The house never gets clean. I promise you, the house never gets clean, y'all. Things are going to happen gradually. They're not all going to happen to you at once. They don't all happen to you at once. When I found myself at the lowest point of my life on that June 4th, 2014, it wasn't because life happened to me all at once. There was a series of events that led up to things not going the way that I wanted them to go. As I wrap up, I want to just remind you all of one last thing, okay? You gotta, one of the things that I encourage y'all to do, well, I'm gonna say two quick things. Number one is every single last one of y'all have to set goals for yourself. You gotta set goals for yourself. And I'm gonna teach you real quick how to set those goals. How many of y'all even have a goal for the first quarter or the first semester of your freshman year? What's your goal?
To not procrastinate.
To not procrastinate. What does that look like?
Not turning in work late.
Not turning in work late, doing it on time. What else?
No distractions.
No distractions, okay. Yeah. Getting your work done on time. How will you get your work done on time?
By actually trying to do the work when it's given.
Actually trying to do the work when it's given to you. Anybody else got goals? Who has a GPA goal? Anybody got a GPA goal? What's your GPA goal? 3.8 GPA. I love it. What's your GPA goal?
Stay above 3.0.
Stay above a 3.0. Y'all, you got to be specific in the goals that you set. You know why? You got something in your hand? You got a pen or something? No? You do? You got a pen? You got, no, hold it in your hand. Ready? I'll give you $20 right now. Wait. Watch. Nah, come on, here we go. I'll give you $20 right now if you can hit the chair with that pen. Huh? No, not that one. I was talking about this one. But you only get one shot though. That's why it's important to be specific. That's why it's important. You can hit a chair, but can you hit the chair that I'm talking about, right? So you gotta learn to be specific. And the last thing I want to say is every single last one of you all are valuable, right? Everybody in here has value, just like this little $20 bill right here. I saw this speaker, and he was like, everybody in here has value, just like this $20 bill. But here's the thing, right? Sometimes in life, something's gonna happen. So you can like rip it just a little bit. You can rip it a little. Does it still have value though? Yeah. It still has. You sure? If I ripped it one more time, does it still have value? Does it still have value? What if I just balled it up real quick? Does it still have value? Or does it still have, you sure? You still want it? After everything you've been through, you still want this $20? This is you. If I put it on the ground and I just stepped on it and did are you sure you still want this? There's no way you want this, right? Does it still have value? Even after doing all of this, you still want it. In life, you got to go after the things that you want in your life. You hear me? Who wants success? Who wants success? All you had to do was go after the thing that you wanted, but everybody sat in their seat. All you got to do in life is go after the things that you want. If you don't, there's going to be somebody that's going to be more hungry and more proactive than you, and they're going to go out and get it. Thank y'all so much for y'all time. I appreciate y'all. My name is Backpack Jeff.